I want to tell you a quick story. I was watching Oprah, and she did this 100 Black Fathers thing, and it was like single fathers, married fathers, father who had transgender children. I never knew so many black men had transgender children. And it was about the quote-unquote racism that's happening, police brutality. And it was so interesting. I could not believe what I was seeing. And they talked about, they had, what's the name of that man that couldn't find his boy?
Tyler Perry.
Yeah, Tyler Perry. I couldn't find my boy, Oprah. I couldn't find my boy. My daddy would beat me. And I was just looking for my boy. But anyway, they had Tyler Perry and then other people I didn't know. Men, all men. And Oprah was heading up. And they were teaching their sons at 5 years old about police brutality. And they showed at least one or two of the kids on there, and they showed the father and mother talking to the kids. And the kids were sitting there so innocently playing around. You know how kids are. Normally, when you're growing up, you look at the cops, the firemen, and people like that as heroes. I remember growing up, and we used to watch cowboy shows, John Wayne and all those guys. I used to want to be like them because they were tough. Cops, they were tough. Firemen, they were tough. Now they are teaching their 5-year-old sons that the cops are bad. And so I saw this one 5-year-old boy, his father and mother was talking to him about police brutality, and they were like, "Do you know what that is?" He's like, "No. What is that?" Do you think, and I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but do you think all cops are bad? I mean, good? It's like, yeah, everybody's fine. And then the mother and father just feed these lies to the son. And the father said, no, all cops are not good. Some cops are not going to like you for who you are, something like that. And you could see the boy was just shocked. The lights went out. And then, so they were talking about how they had told their son this, and the lights went out and in the child. And Tyler Perry, that's his name, Tyler Perry, he was saying, "Oh, Oprah, that's what I'm waiting. I'm trying to wait because I don't want to put my son's light out." I'm like, what the? And so I'm thinking, that's my first time I've heard black mothers say they do that to their sons. They tell their son, watch out for the cops don't like you because you're black. Police brutality. But I never seen the black men do it. But it was the same spirit, the same personality. And I'm thinking, they are killing their own children. Can you imagine being 5 years old and your parents are telling you at 5 years old that the cops are bad, that the cops will hate you because of your color? What kind of mentality are you going to grow up with thinking that about the cops? And as soon as you're out there and a cop stop you, you're going to overreact to it and you're dead. And who are they going to blame? They're going to blame the cops. They're not going to blame the parents who taught the kids to hate the cops. It was the dirtiest thing I ever seen. But then I realized that it's a spiritual battle between right and wrong, good and evil. And if you've not been born again of God, you literally cannot see what you're doing. In their minds, they think they're doing the right thing, and they don't see how they're setting their kids up to be destroyed. And then they're blaming on racism, but they are doing it. And when you're blind like that, you don't see the outcome of your life. But if you have come back to the Father, you can see what you're doing, and you avoid a lot of things. But people set themselves up because Satan is their daddy, and they don't realize it. I don't know how 100 black, and then Oprah's in there, just as wicked as they come. And these people say that they are Christians. Even in my days of growing up, I was never told that the cops was the enemy. Never heard of that, so I grew up having respect for them, having respect for the cowboys, because they beat up the Indians. Mr. Dillon. Remember Mr. Dillon and Chester and all them? No? Oh, that before your time. Oh, amazing. It was Gunsmoke, I think, stuff like that. But these people are killing their own children, and they don't see what they're doing. It's the darndest thing I ever seen in my life. So it's a spiritual battle. And if you're not awake, you can't see what you're doing to yourself. And you'll blame others for your problem. And if y'all get a chance to see that, make sure you watch it. It's on her network. It's called 100 Black Fathers or something. And you got to be born again. You got to wake up. Otherwise, you end up with the wrong women. The women end up with the wrong men. And it'll just be a mess. It'll be a mess. But if you wake up, life is absolutely amazing. All right? But I just wanted to tell you that. It's a setup that happens in the home. And the black fathers are just like the black mothers. They have the woman's mindset. And they're all they're like crying because they put the children's lights out. The light of God went out. And they're crying, oh, and Oprah. I'm like, what are you crying for? You did it. It's crazy. We need your support. I'm asking all of you to donate. So we got a lot of work to do. And I really appreciate your support. We're on the radio every day, Monday through Friday, jlptalk.com. We have the best counseling service on this side of heaven. Really, the best. So if you need counseling by phone or Skype, or come into the office. Call the 800 number, 800-411-BOND for counseling service.